Greetings YouTube, this is your resident Land Cruiser Nut Steve. First I want to say, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you. I have a very exciting video for you today. Now, if you've been on my channel before, you know mostly I'm doing videos about working on my truck. However, today is actually going to be a gear review video. I found myself in Abenteuer Allrad 2022 about a week ago. If you're not familiar with that event, it's very similar to Overland Expo East and Overland Expo West, where all of the vendors come out and show off their new gizmos and gadgets. And you may recognize what this is as a gas grill, but I can tell you this little gas grill has quite a few tricks up its sleeve. The very first thing I want to mention is the Skottie grill is not sold as you see it. The lid actually comes as an accessory, but I'm going to say that the lid is a must-have, considering it gives you that true grill-like effect. So let's talk a few things that are unique about the Skottie. Let me remove the lid here, and we'll talk about the grill portion first. Now, the grill here uses these European-style propane tanks, but you don't just have to use that tank. You can actually pull the propane accessories out of the grill and use charcoal. Also, you can pull those same parts out, take the grate off here, and just use this as a fire pit, which I think is a really neat idea. Skottie also advertises this as not only as a grill, but actually a stove, because they say you can heat up a pot of soup or whatever it may be as you're grilling at the same time. I find that to be also a quite useful feature. So one of the things I thought was really appealing about the Skottie was that the engineers actually took your standard gas grill and really shrunk it down to size, because it uses the same internal parts that your household grill would use, and that includes the burners. So this thing is quite small, but it's very mighty and it gets quite hot. So let's talk about the lid. The lid was actually quite well engineered itself, and the first thing we'll actually talk about is the handle. The handle is not just a handle, it's also a pair of tongs. But wait, there's more. They also have a bottle opener attached, so you can be cracking open a beer and barbecuing at the same time. Who doesn't like that idea? The other feature that I thought was quite neat is they left this flat surface on the top, so if you wanted to warm up some buns, hot dog or hamburger, you can do that. And it actually has these little slots on the side that I'll show you what they do. If you want to keep your grill open a little bit, you line it up with those slots, those cutouts in the side, and you can have it open just a little bit, or you can flip it over on this side and it has a different set of cutouts that you can leave it open a lot so you can see the food and take everything off. One of the last things I want to talk about is the footprint. As you see it here, it comes in at about 8.5 pounds, and that includes the lid. The amazing feature about this is when I go to disassemble this, you'll see that it lays as flat as a laptop computer. And a downside is that when you have that many components, you know you have to assemble a lot of things. But this thing is so easy to assemble and so easy to take apart, you can actually do it in a few minutes. I do recommend that you read the instructions the first couple times, because if you're like me, you throw them aside. I thought this can't be that hard, it's like a bunch of Legos. Turns out without the instructions you won't be able to do it. So just read the instructions and it'll make your life a lot easier the first time. But this thing is really well designed, it is really well built. I wish that it was sold in the United States. You can get it, you're just going to pay a little bit more money for it. The cost as you see it is the lid, since it's sold separate, runs about $89, and the grill itself is $168. That is not bad for what you're getting. I truly believe this is the last grill that you will ever need. So what I'm going to do now is disassemble this, show you how it lays flat, and then show you how it just packs away into the truck so you can get this idea of what the footprint actually is when it's collapsed. So that is the grill part itself. Now let's just move on to the lid. And these have quite good little slots to put everything in. So that's the Skottie. You see how flat it lays? You just put it back in your truck. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for all my subscribers. As usual, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe.